Out of all of the negative things that we can deal with in our lives every single day, all of the stresses, all of the hardships, heartaches, and even heartbreaks, all of the negative news that we are inundated with every single day of our lives, and especially right now with a global so called pandemic called COVID 19 or the coronavirus. Every once in a while, it is good to break up some of that tension and not focus necessarily on something different, but just to change gears for a moment and talk about something different. Even though this is not the most positive subject that I'm about to mention to you, it is still something interesting. Uh, Years ago, I did a video about movies being done that involve sex scenes or sexual related scenes. And do actors and actresses actually have sex on film in the major Hollywood types of movies that we watched on the big screen? Can you guess what the answer is? So let me ask you the question officially. Do actors and actresses actually have sex in major and even minor films? Not all of them, but some do and some have. I know some of you, you just can't believe it. As a matter of fact, some of you, if it were literally possible, your brains would probably explode all over the ceiling in the room if you found it to be true. But guess what? It is true. There have been films, there have been major films and some not so major motion pictures where actors and actresses have actually had sex, physical intercourse, and they were not acting. It was actually going on in the film. You don't believe me? Well, I'm going to leave it open to you that are the naysayers and the people who don't believe. Ask yourself this question: why don't you believe what I just said? Why don't you believe the statement that I just made? Is it because you just refuse to believe? Or do you have any resource or any reference to tell me that what I just said is wrong? Now, if you want to go back to some of my earlier videos and find the one where I actually list some of those films, feel free to do so. You probably will have to put in the keyword or phrases, do actors have sex in the films or movies for real? Something like that. Or you can just Google it. But I'm going to help you out here and give you two films that I know that sex actually occurred on film. 2006, there was a film called Short Bus. That's simple. Short Bus. Look it up. In the sex scene involved in that movie or film, they actually did have sex. It's on record that they did. The actors admitted that they did. That's one. Another film that came out in 2001 with someone that we really hold close to our heart and men closer to their hearts by one very famous and even popular actress, none other than Holly Berry. Can you guess the film? Her and Billy Bob in Monsters Ball, 2001. They had sex in that film. And when asked during an interview, they sort of kind of laughed it off, but they had sex in that film. Now, these are only two that I'm giving you right now, but there are dozens of other films, and I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about Hollywood movies that we have actually seen sitting in the movie theater or on DVD, where they actually were getting it on. Now, is this unethical? It's a matter of perception, I guess. It's a matter of opinion, maybe. You have two, maybe three consenting adults having sex while they're making a film. They agreed to it, they signed the contract. So apparently they were okay with it. They got paid for it. I think it's unethical and immoral for just anyone to have sex on film for entertainment purposes or for shock value or any other value, monetary wise, even to enhance the budget or to enhance the amount that the film is going to make, knowing that there's a steamy hot sex scene. Can't get any closer to reality than to actually have it done for real. So I just thought that I would share that with some of you. And some of you may have already known this, but for those of you that did not, ta-da, they do have sex in major and minor movies on screen, feature films. And they still continue to do that to this very day. This is Brother Teacher. Let me know what you think about this subject. And leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, I will try my best to respond to your comments and your suggestions on future topics. Take care. Yahweh loves you, and I love you. So long.